Hello guys and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be ranking some British steam engines. Anything from, let's say, a Pannier tank from the Big Four era to Class 08 or Class 37 present day. So yeah, we're going to be looking at that today. So our contestants today are the 2MT tank, 2MT Tender Edition, the Black 5, A3. We have the standard class 5. We have a 9F. We also have a what's it called? A Britannia class, an A4, class 66, class 33, class 08, class 42 warship, class 37 Pannier tank, 14XX, 15XX. Love those things. LNER B1 West Country class. We have a BD tank and N15 Coronation class with streamlining. We have the LMS Patriot class. ADEF. We have a class 20, an E2, a P2, a 4F, and finally from the LMS the 7F. So let's start ranking. But first, roll the intro. Alright, so we are back. Thank you for watching our intro. As always, if you like these videos, subscribe to the channel, helps out a lot. I'll be posting long form videos like this. I'll try twice a week, maybe 3 times a week if it gets a lot of views. So let's start with the 2MT tank. So the 2MT tank, I think, is A class because compact, it's quite powerful despite its small size. And I mean, who doesn't like a 2MT tank? Next we have the 2MT tender version. I think this is A tier or B tier. I'll say A tier. I'll say A tier. Before we keep going, I'll just explain the tiers. We have what the fuck, which means, well, they're shit. F tier, which, they're pretty bad. D tier, they failed, kind of. C tiers, they're alright. Average steam engine or diesel engine. B tier is, well, they did pretty good. I like them. A is I love them, and S tier is just amazing. I love them. I want some. I wish I could see one in real life. So, next up, we have this, the Black 5. Black 5, I'm sorry, but I don't care who you are, Black 5 will always be S tier. I don't care who you are, what you have to say. Black 5 is S tier. Now, the standard class 5, however, I mean, it looks pretty ugly. It's not just gonna be, these ratings aren't just gonna be the overall performance of these engines, it's also gonna be what I think of them. So yeah, that's why the Black 5 and Standard Class 5, two very different engines, are on, well, very different tiers. So next we have, the A3. A3, I love an A3. You have to. It's the law. Now, I have a lot of controversial opinions, but my favorite A3 isn't the Flying Scotsman. It has to be Salmon Trout. She was the Scotsman's sister engine, and now, well, not anymore, but at the start when Pegler bought Flying Scotsman, he also bought the boiler off of Salmon Trout to be put into Flying Scotsman. So, Salmon Trout is a lesser known legend, but she's a legend for, well, what she did to save Flying Scotsman. So next we have a Britannia class. This one is just Britannia, number 7,000. I say Britannia goes in, it's in between the 2MT tank and normal 2MT. with the tender because, well, it's Britannia class, and I'm currently building a live steam Britannia tank in 5-inch gauge. So that kinda helps out its score. So next up, um, we have the 9F. Now I like a 9F. They're huge things, absolutely huge. But the thing is, they really couldn't be used on branch lines. They could really only be used on main lines. So that's why I'm gonna have to put this in B tier. And actually, I'll change the standard class 5 to C tier just because, well, it's hideous. It really is, in my opinion. I mean, look at that. That's just horrendous. Absolutely disgusting. Next, we have an A4. Another unpopular opinion. My favorite A4 is Sir Nigel Gresley. Not Mallard. Not Union of South Africa, no. Sir Nigel Gresley. You gotta respect the legend. That's why this thing is S tier. It has to be. So next we have, we're getting into the diesels now, which I absolutely hate. But, oh well. We have the Class 66. Very successful, but I don't like it at all. Not one bit. It's diesel. So, that'll have to go into D tier? Maybe, not D tier. That's what it deserves. Class 33. Now I love Class 33s. They go B tier. Because they didn't really replace Steam, but they did work alongside Steam for a little while, so that kind of helps me like them. They didn't completely replace Steam, so that pushes it up. And actually, I'll change it the Class 66 to F tier. Now we have here the very nice Class 08. Now, Class 08, I think it's very useful. I, I love Class 08. They look great. Um, I'll be making some videos about Thompson Friends. You know, I love that stuff in the model series. I love it. Um, so because this is diesel, kind of, I have to put it in. We'll go B tier. Actually, A tier. We'll go A tier. Because, I mean, it's an '08. How can you not like an '08? Alright, so next up we have the Class 52 warship. Now, this is my favorite diesel hydraulic engine of the BR era. I just love it. It's beautiful. I mean, sure, they weren't too successful, but I love it and it looks amazing. So, I mean, you gotta give BR credit when it's due. So, next we have the Class 37. Class 37 is honestly really good. Now, I'm gonna put the Class 37 in. Ooh, this is tough because they were very successful diesels, and I like them. I quite like them. So for that, mm, I'll put them there. Yeah, I'll put it there, just behind the 2MT tender. All right, next we have the Pania tank. Oh boy, this is gonna be controversial. D tier. It's controversial, I know, but this next one might make it up for you Great Western fans. 14XX, actually A tier. Now we have the 15XX. I mean, it's a 15XX. How can you go wrong? Next up, we have the LNER B1, which is the design of Mayflower. Now, very successful engine again, but I don't really like them. They don't look that good. Um, but, oh, actually, yeah, C tier. I feel like C tier is fair. So, Next up, we have the West Country class. I love the West Country class. I just love them, the West Countries. So, West Country class, we can put her, hmm, from there. A tier, high A tier. And, the Standard Class 5. C tier along with the Mayflower. Again, very successful, but it doesn't look all that good. Actually, B tier, B tier's fair. Next, we have the BD tank. This might be once again controversial, but I mean it's a BD tank. I love BD tanks. I have two DCC models of them in 00 scale. One of them is DCC Sound. Please EFE Rail sponsor me. I'll be happy to review anything. Alright, next up is the N15. What can I say about the N15? Well, I love an N15, but can an N15 really go? Sorry, Great Western fans, it's an N15. It has to go above 14XX. I'm sorry. Next is the Coronation class without streamlining. Very important. Yeah, I love these things. I just love these. They look amazing. I have one Hornby Super Detail Sound DCC. I love that thing. Alright, if you can't tell by now, I am an LMS fanboy. I love the LMS. I love everything they do. Alright, well, yeah. That is the only one, I think. Yeah, that's the only one that's gonna go down there. The streamlined Coronation class. Absolute piece of dog shit. Alright, next up. Patriot class. I told you I am an LMS fan. S tier. Cause already know. Alright, ADEF. ADEF is highest A tier. Above the 2MT tank. It's just amazing. Alright, next we have the Class 20. Class 20, C tier. Looks amazing, but it didn't have very good service life. I love them, though. They just look great. If I didn't think they looked great, they would have gone in F tier along with the Class 66, but they just look too good. It would be illegal too, so. Alright, the E2. The E2. Very unsuccessful, but it's Thomas, so. High B tier. Low. Mid A tier. I'll put that there. Sorry, Great Western fans. This isn't very good for you guys, but hey, if you like the LNER or LMS, good for you. I agree with you. Yes. All right. Next up here we have the LNER P2. I absolutely love the P2s. They look great. Had a great service life. Sorry, Great Western fans. It's actually I'll put it above there. Yeah. All right. LMS Fowler 4F. Um, I'll put the 4F in low B tier. Actually, mid. Yeah, B tier, mid B tier, low B tier, whatever the hell you want to call it. But that's where I think it should go. Finally, we have the LMS 7F. That's the wrong picture. That was meant to be a LMS7F. 1 second, I got the wrong engine. Alright, we are back. Now I actually have the LMS7F on here. I'm also currently restoring a 3.5-inch gauge, or 2.5-inch gauge live steam version of this, so might be a bit biased, and it's an LMS design, so. Um, there. That's fair. It has to be in between the E2 and the P2. That rhymed. But alright. Let's go through these rankings one more time just for the fun of it. So in first place we have the LMS Black 5, followed by A3, A4 Coronation Class, Patriot Class, BD Well Tank, 15XX, BR Class 52, S tier. A tier, we have ADEF 2MT Tank West Country Class, Britannia Class N15, E2, 7F, LNER P2 Class 08, Great Western 14XX. That's a 2MT Tank, Class 37. That's A tier. B tier, we have the Class 33, Standard Class 5, Fowler 4F, and the 9F. C tier, we have the Class 20 and the LNER B1. D tier, sorry, it's a Pania tank, it's a D tier, that's what it is. Next up, we have in F class, the Class 66, and in the what the fuck grade, we have this piece of shit. The LMS Coronation Class with streamlining. Actually, it should go below there. Let me just make a new tier quickly. Alright, we have the new tier, and that's where that should go. Yeah. That's how bad it is. Anyways, thanks for watching the video. Subscribe if you liked this video, and if you want more content like it. Once again, I'll try to upload videos like these 2-3 times a week at about 9:30 my time in Alberta. So, yeah. As always, like, subscribe, leave a comment if you think you have an engine I should add onto the next tier list. And also comment on what tier list I should make next. Thank you for watching, and as always, have a great rest of your day.